Look, also in this told you so category is the fact that the whole alleged forgery scandal against Angus Taylor has fallen over, with the Australian Federal Police dropping the investigation. Now, when all this nonsense arose over the documents that wildly exaggerated the amount of money spent on overseas travel by Sydney Lord Mayor Clover Moore and her team, I said it was a nonsense, a beat-up and a distraction. Clearly the numbers on the document were an accident, pretty much some decimal points being shifted. The figures were used to attack the organisation that provided them, so the biggest fool in the world wouldn't think they could get away with tampering with them. Still, Twitter, Labor and the press gallery did everything they could to whip this up as a scandal. In fact, the police only got involved because the ALP lodged a complaint. And now, months later, the police say there was no evidence Taylor tampered with the document, and explaining why they dropped the investigation, they mentioned the low level of harm in the incident, together with the apology that Taylor had already made to the Lord Mayor. The Green left media is up in arms now, angry that the investigation was dropped and openly wondering why the AFP would drop this probe but still run other investigations that have roped in journalists tracing the leaking of highly classified government documents. I kid you not. They pretend they can't see the difference between these cases. Anyway, I tell you what the journalists don't want to investigate, and Taylor's silly mistake provides them with every excuse, of course. They're not interested in examining the hypocrisy of the climate activist Clover Moore, who, along with her team, was happy to chalk up high emissions travel over 2 years to Paris twice, China 3 times, the UK twice, Japan and Hong Kong too. Great way to save the planet. But at the risk of undercutting my own argument, I want to show you the best bit of social media campaigning on this issue from those advocating against Taylor and complaining about the end of the police investigation. I always like a political point that's made through a bit of humour. And one social media post suggested this was a clip of the AFP looking into the Angus Taylor matter. Very droll. Although, I've got to say, perhaps it works better as an image of Labor's Mark Dreyfus and his dealings with the police, given he's now referred up to 10 matters without success. He's done it over Bronwyn Bishop, Stuart Robert, George Brandis, Christian Porter and Angus Taylor, all sorts of issues, lots of political opponents, all referred to the police for no results, no prosecutions, no outcome. Dreyfus is wasting a lot of police time to try to do political damage to his foes. Let's see which journalists investigate all of that.